We now turn to the Boston University Artificial Intelligence Development Accelerator, or AIDA, and this symposium. And first, a few quick comments that I'm betting most people in this room are more than aware of, but we have to go through them. It's clear to everybody now that generative AI will augment, or can dramatically augment learning, creativity, knowledge, and research. It also can transform the way we approach administrative, organizational, and communication tasks, and the efficiency with which we do that, and the amount and the degree of outputs that we get from those tasks. It'll become an essential skill for the future of workforce, and we have to commit to that as an educational institution. It will be, in fact, it is already accessible in a fairly uncontrolled way to everyone, and that means all students will use it and are using it. But it's not perfect. It's not the panacea for everything, and we have to recognize it's not it's not flawless. We have an obligation to ensure that our stakeholders understand conceptually how it works, not the detailed programming, but conceptually, how does it come up with these answers? And understanding that any answers it comes up with is based on the data it was trained on. We have to understand that if it's used incorrectly, or perhaps passively is a better word, it can actually stifle or diminish learning and creativity. So it's important we understand the difference. We have to be aware how and when it can produce biased results or hallucinations based on the answer to the first bullet. We have to understand that it is goal-driven. Any AI system is goal-driven. You ask it to do something, and it does everything it can based on the data it learned from to do it. It has no moral compass, and it will lie if needed. We have to understand when it can be used in an unethical way and why, and to have to ensure that it's used equitably across our full community, regardless of economic background. So as President Gilliam pointed out, 2 task forces were created last year. The one on education and research had some key recommendations, the first of which was that the academic enterprise should critically embrace AI, meaning that all of our instructors should adopt an AI policy, a Gen AI policy, but be clear in justifying to the students why that's the policy it is, and should not be allowed to have a course that doesn't articulate the policy. That there is no reliable way to determine if Gen AI has been used in a document, that's the task force comment, and there are fundamental ethical security and privacy issues to address, and you'll hear more about that later. The AI Task Force and Administration recommended that BU's administrative enterprise stand up a way to support Gen AI use, hence AIDA, that we create an AI Center of Excellence, which has now become AIDA, that we should leverage strategic vendor partnerships to accelerate your access to Gen AI in a data-safe way, and you'll hear more about that soon. So these are the driving forces behind AIDA. It's a foundational initiative for advancing generative AI literacy and innovation for academic and administrative missions. A little more specifically, AIDA will empower academic and administrative excellence through AI, enhance our literacy, or help you enhance our literacy, competence, innovation for all of our stakeholders, provide guidance for positive impact and how to avoid negative impact, and will help enable the adoption and development of AI technologies in a way that align with BU's strategic goals and values. To be a little more structured in what this is, there's a BU internal governing board, which I'll introduce in a second, and there's 2 major thrusts, an academic thrust and an administrative thrust, with 2 co-faculty directors and an academic advisory council on the left, and a chief AI officer and administrative AI council on the right. The education or academic mission will be to develop and maintain AI literacy for our faculty and students and staff, engage our faculty across the university to enhance, coordinate, and assess the impact on curricula, on learning outcomes, student outcomes, et cetera, and advance the use of AI to support grant and proposal preparation. On the administrative side, the mission is to advance the use of AI for efficiency and reliability of our administrative processes in all of our schools and colleges, down even to the department levels, to vet and maintain in-house or off-the-shelf AI tools, to provide IT and web support for our community, and to provide technical support as well. The core team and governance is shown here. The AI core team is myself, which will serve as the interim director to get this going, and then we'll hopefully be able to recruit a great executive director, a permanent one. We have 3 co-leaders. John Byers and Yannis Pascalidis are co-leading the academic side, and Bob Graham, the administrative side. With the 3 of you, stand up quickly. You'll see them throughout the day, and you also see them on the screen, so now you know what they look like twice. The AI governing board will be the leaders of CDS unit, VP for Research, BU Virtual, Operations, and Chris Sidor, the Chief Information Officer and Head of IS&T. There are two other major groups that President Gilliam mentioned, an Academic Advisory Council and an Administrative Advisory Council made up of the leaders or their designate of each of those major administrative units. And we've met with them multiple times to help formulate what AIDA can do and what it should be doing in the future. Would everybody on this page just stand up for a second? And let's thank them for their efforts so far. Thank you. Now, just to give you a sense of where we are, we're putting together a website. It's not quite ready. We hope in a few weeks it will be ready. We think it will be. And now I'm going to try to do something that has a good chance of failure. I'm going to try to go to show you the staging site that we've put together here. Yeah, look at that. Not bad. Okay. All right. So this is the website we're putting together. There's a welcome. There's a great video. I've actually seen it. It's great. Talks about the AI at BU in general, not just Gen AI in general. Not just Gen AI, but all aspects of AI. There's sections for tools and so forth to help faculty and staff and so on. So for example, here, if you click, you'll see a list of a variety of tools we have, those which we feel that your data will be protected, those which does not ensure data protection. You can drop down one of these is Copilot, and you can get a small description, a sample prompt, data security on each one of these software products. So things like that are being put onto the website now. And then we've already created about 5 or 6 different tutorials from various faculty. These are just 2 of them here on the webpage. You'll hear from both these people throughout the day. John's video is about creating prompts from anywhere from writing an essay to doing a computer science homework problem. Professor Fasia, I hope I'm not messing out your name. I've watched this video. It's a great video to talk about how to use Gen AI to significantly amplify creativity and writing skills in the students in our writing programs. And there are several other examples of there. So now I'm going to try and get out of this. Go back into this. Oh my God, it worked. You should have seen the practices. Okay. So let me start the program then. A couple of quick other remarks. I'm afraid I'll forget to thank people at the end. So Emma Bononomi, who cannot be here today, did heroic efforts to put this website together in time to give you a sense of what we're putting together. Sam McChris is right here. Stand up, Sam. The event coordinator, that's why you all got a free lunch and everything else, according to today, and RSVP. So thanks to both of them.